All right, Summer of Sound is here again. This is the moment a lot of people wait for all year. That big sale at Native Instruments, 50% off upgrades. And it's a pretty big deal. And the sale goes on for the month of June. And I'm not getting paid to make this video, but I do have an affiliate link in the description. And if you click that affiliate link before you make your purchase, I will get a portion of the proceeds. And it doesn't cost you anything extra, but it does help me keep the lights on in the studio. And I have a lot of lights in here. I don't know if you noticed. So I appreciate any kind of support that way. And what I want to do in this one is just talk a little bit about some of the differences between the versions of Komplete 13, because that's kind of the biggest thing that people are going to be looking at right now. And there's hardware for sale at this time. So if you're thinking about getting an audio interface, it's a great time to do that. Most important thing is to go and check through my list of videos. And what I'll do is I'll have a playlist of Maschine expansion videos. If you're looking at Maschine expansions, originally they were more applicable to just Maschine owners. Now you can get more and more use out of them in any program. And then just look at my list of other virtual instruments. I've got loads of contact play instruments, massive X expansion videos, stuff like that. Go check those out. And the last thing I'll say before I get into some of the specifics is just if you have something you want me to make a video on and I haven't done it yet, put that in the comments section. And over the next month, what I'll do is I'll look at some of those requests and I will maybe make a few videos. So make sure you hit me up there. Even if you bought the software already and you're just curious about how to use something, totally happy to look at some of those things and just give me a way to interact a little bit more with my followers. So when it comes to audio interfaces, they do have the Komplete Audio 6 on sale right now. And so if you are using something like Maschine already, or Maschine Plus for that matter, and you want to have the ability to mic up more things or have maybe external pieces of gear all hooked up to your devices at the same time, this would be a great addition for sure. We technically got 6 inputs on this. We've got 2 microphone inputs. These are also TRS inputs, so you can plug a guitar straight in, or you can use a microphone, combo jacks. And then we've also got inputs 3 and 4 on the back, which are going to take, the output of a synthesizer. And then we also have SPDIF or SPDIF inputs 5 and 6. So they have 2 digital inputs. The thing I will say about it that I love just looking at it is the fact that it's got LED meters right on the top. I have had different types of interfaces over the years, and I can't stress enough how nice it is to have a really quick way to look at your meters and know if you're clipping or not, or getting a signal at all. They also have some of the keyboards on sale. I don't think the S88 is included in this sale, but the S61 and S49 are on sale, as well as some of the A keyboards. And I have the S61 here, which I purchased a number of years ago, and I love it. So if you're not a Maschine user, you're going to get a lot out of those screens. If you're using it with Maschine, it's nice to have another set of screens as well. And since I won't be going into a ton of details on some of the older programs that you get with Komplete 13, what I'll do is I'll put a link to my Komplete 12 Summer of Sound sale video. And in that one, you're going to find my opinions on a lot of some of the smaller things that come with these different versions, like the orchestra, session strings 2, we've got session horns, Pro, stuff like that. I go into a little bit more detail in that video, so make sure you check that one out. So if we go to the Compare Komplete 13 chart, we're going to see the differences between all of the different versions. And depending on where you're coming from, if you haven't upgraded for a long time, it's going to be a fantastic deal for you. If you are something like a Komplete 12 user, that's where you really have to look at what is new in the version compared to what you have and whether it's worth it for you. What I want to look at here is mostly the difference between Komplete 13 Ultimate and the last version, so Komplete 12. And you see, if we do a quick scan, we can see that most of the stuff that's in Collector's Edition is in Ultimate as well. The big difference this year is that you get the full string quartet. I've played with the Stradivari violin. It's amazing. I've got a video on that. I haven't done much with the quartet, but they just sound fantastic. So they've also got Arcus on here. I've got a video on that one. It's got a real orchestral meets synthesizer vibe to it. And I don't find myself using it a ton, but it is a cool instrument and it comes with the full version. And then if we look over at the expansions, we'll see that the expansions list is about twice as big. There's a lot of expansions included in the lower versions this year, which is really great. Not all of the newest ones are in there, but there is just a ton in here. So let's go look now at what is included in Komplete 13 Ultimate versus Komplete 12. Well, as I said, you get the Quartet, we get Arcus, we get Guitar Rig 6 Pro, which is fantastic. I got to do a video on that one soon because I've got this Line 6 Pod Go, which I purchased so that I could use my electric guitar and bass with my Maschine Plus because it doesn't have Guitar Rig on it. But as far as the software goes, man, Guitar Rig 6 is fantastic. Super 8 is a newish synthesizer and it's very easy to use. It looks beautiful. Noir, another piano, the Electric Sunburst Deluxe, and the Session Guitarist Picked Acoustic, which are just great if you're not a guitarist. If you're not a guitarist, you can really get some convincing background guitars out of these devices for sure. Another thing that's great about the update is these Play Series editions. So we've got Butch Vig drums, Lo-Fi Glow, Modular Icons, Cloud Supply, as well as a bunch of other ones that were included in version 12. And I've got a video on 3 of these, the Butch Vig drums, Lo-Fi Glow, and Cloud Supply. You'll see that once you dig into these Play Series instruments, there's a ton that you can do with that software. And I've got one video specifically on Lo-Fi Glow where I dig right into the details of how to use the sequencer and all that kind of stuff in these Play Series instruments. So definitely worth checking that out. Mallet Flux, not one I've used a ton, but as I say, definitely great for scoring and stuff, but I just love melody instruments. We've got Mysteria. Haven't played with that one much either, and it's not a cheap one, so it's nice that that's being included. Straylight and Farlight, beautiful sounding virtual instruments, and now have the ability to input your own samples. So you've got this granular type synthesis, and I've got a video on Farlight. Go check that one out. ROM, which was a free reverb last Christmas, but that one's included as well. And then a bunch of expansions that weren't in the last one. So hit me up in the comments section if you have any specific questions on software or things I haven't covered. Really want to make sure that you are purchasing the stuff that you need and not just buying stuff because it's on sale. So hit the subscribe button and the bell, and we'll see you in the next video.